Okay, we're back. My yarn's a little shorter. Maybe it'll be more manageable. Okay, we've just finished with our yarn coming out from the front needle, so we go again to the back. Again, I'm going to make sort of a U-shaped motion with my yarn and my needles, so I want the bump of the U to be in this in-between place. So I'll come toward me first, back to front, purlwise, toward me, then away from me, front to back, or knitwise, and through. There we go. Not too tight, just a little snugness. Back to the front needle. Front to back, and off, back to front, and through. To the back needle. Toward me, and off, away from me. Pull through. The front needle. Away from me, and off, toward me. Pull through. Gently. Toward me and off, away from me and through. In toward the center area, out to the open air, and through. In toward the center area and off, out to the open air, and through. You say this several different ways. Knitwise and off, purlwise, and through. Gently. Purlwise and off, knitwise and through. Keep the yarn under those needle tips. And here you can see the edge starting to appear, and it's stretchy and smooth, and it has a nice tube. See if I can show that. A nice tube running here in which you can put some elastic. See, there's a nice tube running in between there, and you can put elastic in a needle and run it all the way through around the top. We do that all the way around, and when we come back to the end, I'll show you what happens next. And before we pause too long, let me show you, since I'm coming to where I have just a few stitches left on the needle, when that happens, what you do is you get some more stitches. Scoot back down to this end of them, and pick up the knitting needle that I was using, and see, where am I? Okay, knit stitches. Knit stitches go on the front needle. So let's just slip some more onto there, purls onto the back needle. So whenever you start running out of stitches, just go and pick up some more. I'll pick up to the end here of this half round. Okay, I'll stop there. Have a few more stitches on the needles here. Again, they're separate, nice separate layers that I can move around to do the grafting. Getting near to the end here. So I'll rejoin you, or thank you for rejoining me, on the back needle, off and through. And since you always do both motions at once, you can always tell where you want to go next, because I just finished working on the back needle. The yarn's hanging off from the back stitches. I know I want to go to the front needle. Go in, off, and through. And now it's hanging from the front, so I know I need to go to the back. I want to show you what to do when we get to the end of going round and round, because this bind off is on circular knitting, not back and forth knitting. Okay, here we're coming to our last few stitches. Now, purls go in and off, and I don't have another stitch to go through, but I can look back here and find the previous purl stitch. That would be here, this one, and I'll go through it that way. Let's see here. It's already got a through stitch that I made at the beginning. I don't want to split yarns. Okay, there, that'll join that up. Now, the knits, I go in that way and off and through. Find the first knit stitch. That would be this one. And come through this way. And now I'm going to actually take it back through to the back to tuck it in. I'm doing this again because I wanted it to be a little looser. So I thought I'd show you about, it's something that you kind of get a feel for as far as how tight to bring that yarn, but just as long as it's not a big hump. It can be almost even a little sloppy here, but when it's stretched on your leg, that will look okay. Whereas if you make it tight, it won't be comfortable. That's probably about tight enough. I'll go on to the end now. So there's my last purl stitch. Let me join that up with, let's see here, that side. Join it up with the purl stitch ahead of it. Again, don't pull that too tight. It should, the grafted stitches should be a little bit bigger than your normal stitches. If you make them the same size, it'll be too tight. There's my last knit stitch. Okay. Just pull that like that. And then take the yarn back to the inside for tucking in. That looks like a good place to take it through. There. Okay. So I've done the knit 2, purl 2 tubular bind off in the round. Nice and stretchy.